Well, welcome to the Analyser. G'day, Shaun Hart, the Gold Coast SUNS reserves coach and development coach as well. We've got four bits of vision to show you today from the reserves game, and Karmichael Hunt particularly in those 4 bits of vision, and some teaching points for him this week. Now, he went back to play into the seconds this week because, as you've been reading in the papers most likely, or hearing on the news, we need Karmichael to understand the offensive attacking style of the game more and more. So he went back and did a fantastic job playing on ball in the midfield and bumping into a few bodies and laying out a few bodies, funny enough, as well. But he certainly showed a flair to be able to get a hold of the ball and run with the ball and take the opponents on through the midfield, which he probably hasn't had the confidence to do down back. So I want to run you through the 4 edits and show you a little bit of the teaching that would have gone into Karmichael this week, heading into play against Hawthorn in Tasmania back in the seniors this week. The first edit, as you'll see, Karmichael set up here in what we would call our sweeper role, generally in our centre square stoppage, and we expect that sweeper role to be the last line of defence for us, and we can't allow the opposition, as we did probably too many times in the seconds on the weekend, to just get a free run out of this centre square bounce straight towards their goals, as happens. Just watch, we talked to Kay here about making sure he holds his ground, doesn't get caught tracking the football and allow their player to come through without his ability to lay the tackle on number 4 there. The second bit of vision, it talks about Kay, and we'll talk about how he joined into our offence very well. He understood and read the play and got onto a handball here at centre half forward, as you'll see. And he makes a really nice kick over what we would call a 60-40. So he gives 60% advantage to our opponent who's one-on-one inside 50, to our teammate I should say is one-on-one inside 50, and 40 to the opposition. So he makes a really good kick to advantage. Our player can't mark it, but the other thing we'd encourage Kay to do is to make sure that if he has an opportunity to kick a goal himself, as he did against Geelong, his first goal in league football, then we'd say to him, you go for goal, particularly if it's a one-on-one contest and you've got the opportunity to kick a goal yourself, you go for it. As you see, the ball comes to ground here. Dan Gorringe picks it up. Karmichael's read the play beautifully. And as I said, we'd say either kick the goal there and or kick just like that. His kick was pretty good. I thought his kick was fantastic to Jack Stanlake. Jack probably jumped a bit early and missed the footy on the way down. He probably normally would have taken that, had a shot on goal. So it was a fantastic kick from Kay, and that's been part of his development going forward, making sure that he understands that when he gets the footy, we want him to use it well. We want him to have the confidence to use it well, to take the opposition on and to be able to hit those targets, even one-on-one, to be able to put it into the space we need to. The third is a bit of vision, is a stoppage where Karmichael turns up, as he did often on the weekend. He blocked and he bullocked for our younger players and got them into time and space. And with this one here, you'll notice as the contest unfolds, there's a tackle on a player. Karmichael gets sucked in, as it says down the bottom there, gets sucked into the contest, doesn't stay with the body of his opponent and make a good defensive decision. He gets caught in at the contest and his opponent gets the ball flicked out to him. We'd encourage him to stay with the body of his opponent next time. As you can see here, he's about to, he's come off his opponent, number 14 here, Austin Lucy, and he's about to come in where we've already got tackling pressure on, so we don't need Karmichael in here. We need Karmichael to stay with the body of the receiver who's about to get it out the back, his own opponent, and away they go. Because Karmichael's made a decision there to come off his opponent, they've got a release from that stoppage situation. And the final bit of vision, this is fantastic. We're coming out, it's actually in what we'd call a time of slow possession, where we're trying to hold on to the football, take a bit of time off the clock. We'd established a couple of goal lead, and so we're trying to play a bit of slow footy, careful footy, making sure we kept control of the ball, didn't give the ball back to Morningside in the reserves on the weekend. And Karmichael takes a fantastic mark here after Jack Hutchins kicks it up to centre wing. He turns, sees the ball, jumps at it, takes a great, in a way, a contested mark. There's a number of bodies around him. It's just the care with the kick we'd ask him to consider from there. He kicks into the corridor. At any other time, it's probably a more reasonable kick, but given the pressure and the possession style we're playing, we would ask him to consider the kick into the corridor. As you watch, first of all, the mark, just a fantastic mark in amongst 4 Morningside players there. Now he looks in, and right there, as the ball goes in, and we look inside, we can see Morningside jumpers covering even close enough to the target that Karmichael's kicking into here. And because it's an iffy kick, because it's a kick that's a bit risky, all of a sudden it's turned over and we've got our defence all out of place. So we'd ask Karmichael, most likely next time, in that sort of possession at that time of the game to just take a long kick down the field. Unless that target was absolutely free and clear in there, we'd ask him to make a much safer selection, kick down the line and set up again for another stoppage if it's punched out of bounds. Well, thanks for joining us again on the Analyser. It's been a pleasure to step in for the great man Ken Hinkley. He'll be back next week, so if you missed Ken for a week, don't worry. He's coming back from Tasmania. We'll unfreeze him because he'll probably be a bit frozen, but he'll be back to present some edits from the Hawthorn and Gold Coast game down in Tasmania. So look forward to that next week, and thanks for your support.